Coach, I know a lot went into the loss tonight, but how big of a factor was Jonas in the foul trouble? How bad did that hurt you?
Well, it was difficult because, you look at it, I think we pretty much went the distance with what, 8 guys basically getting some minutes, and really proud of the effort the guys, they fought, and a lot of men. I think Olivier played the most minutes he's played since he's been at Tennessee, and yeah, we needed Jonas out there, but Tobey went in, I thought did some really good things for us, and a lot of guys did. I mean, they fought. We fought. I'll tell you what I told the team. We've just got to stop fouling 3-point shooters. I mean, we keep talking about it. We have a competitive group of guys, but they've got to understand they're not going to keep players from getting a shot off. We just plays like that, we've got to stop. I mean, we gave them 5 points right there that and they try to, they're a team that gets to the foul line anyway. We've got to stop making those plays, and we've talked about it. We've got to stop.
How costly were the 16 turnovers you guys gave up?
Well, I thought the first half we did. I thought again we turned it over in ways that we shouldn't have, didn't need to, and we came up with a steal there at the end of the game, and both teams playing hard, and we had it, but in a scramble situation like that, sometimes you can get turned around and guys can come in from different areas. But again, the difference was free throw line. I think they got there 34 times, and they do go downhill. Again, I would say that we've got to be better coming out of timeouts when we were talking about the little different adjustments we got to make, where we've got to get those right early. But overall, again, it's I know our guys are disappointed. We all are, because we felt with the guys that we had available to play that there's no doubt they came in the game with a great attitude, knowing that if we played good basketball, we put ourselves in position to win, and we did. We just didn't close it out at the end.
Rick, how tough is it to coach and work through a game that has 42 fouls, 48 free throws, countless trips to the monitor? How tough is that when there just doesn't seem to be a flow?
It's tough, but again, tonight was probably a good thing for us because it gave us some extra time to rest some guys. And from that point, it probably helped us a little bit tonight because we shortened our rotation. And so from that point of view, it might have helped us a little bit. But just proud of, again, Santi hasn't practiced. You guys saw it. He hadn't practiced the last couple of days and came in to shoot around today and really mentally try to get done what he needed to get done. And I'm really proud of Olivier fighting through, again, playing the most minutes in a physical game against good players inside and just continuing to battle and play.
Mike, then Grant, and Glenn.
Yeah, Rick, what was your vantage point of that timeout in the final 20 seconds or so there right in front of the bench where it was a loose ball situation?
Well, they said he had to foul. My only concern was the timeout was called from way down at the bench, and I don't think that's allowed, in a scrum area like that. But if the officials saw that they had the ball, I mean, obviously it's the right call. But it's been a long time coming since I've seen a coach, referee call a timeout when they're 50 feet from the play in a scrum. But if he saw it, he saw it. He's a terrific official, and he saw it. He did the right thing.
Rick, are Julian and Josiah making any progress? Is there any timeline that you have in mind for when these guys?
It's on. I know that I'd have to believe they're doing everything they can to get back. I mean, I believe that. I mean, I have to believe it with all my heart, because I think they're competitive. They want to play, and but again, no one's working any harder than what Chad and Garrett are, and they're doing what we're asking them to do. But we're not going. We don't want them to play unless they're healthy.
Rick, obviously the effort's still there with those guys, the fight's still there, but with some games going the wrong way, kind of at the wrong time of the season, are you worried about continuing to get that from the guys? Because
no, not at all. Not at all. We're going to find a way. And again, I've seen a lot of things in my career. I've seen teams that struggle like we have here, but some of it too. I mean, you go back and look. We played against teams that are. I mean, there's a great atmosphere here. I mean, they're but again, I thought our guys handled all that. But no, we got some guys. Those guys that we've been playing with, they've got great character, and they're going to fight. I mean, again, we're not going to be perfect. Zakai, and he knows that how valuable he is to our team. But we just need everybody. I'm telling you, we need everybody that's out there playing to take shots. Like we still feel like Tyreek needs to shoot the ball more. You know, we feel like he's turning down shots. We need it. We're begging those guys to take those shots. And, you know, tonight I thought our guys did a great job of the shot fake, you know, getting in the gaps. And because we had a lot of wide open shots. And again, we knew tonight that, again, I don't have a problem with a number of threes. If we get great looks at it, we got to let it go and believe that if we shoot it and get the rhythm going, we'll make our share of them. If not, we're going to go try to rebound it.
Ben, then Reese.
Rick, I wanted to ask you about the shot selection under the last 30 seconds or so, mainly that Olivier leaning three and then Zakai's final shot there with about 10 seconds left. Just kind of what you thought about that shot selection.
No, we weren't. Again, Olivier's, I mean, I think he got a little, you know, caught up in the moment there. But again, I think if he's balanced, I mean, Olivier can shoot the ball. And Zakai has some different options coming down the floor that he can look at and what we could do there. And but you know, in that moment, they've got to make plays. I mean, we had some organization with it, what we were trying to do, but again, you know, those are tough situations to be in. And but again, that's not what cost us the game. Those last two shots. If you ask me one thing in particular, I'd just say, as much as we've talked about not fouling 3-point shooters, we gave them 5 points. Fouling 3-point shooters.
Coach, earlier in the week, Olivier said that this team looks to Zakai Ziegler for the energy, to bring the energy. Sometimes it feels like he's pressing a bit. How do you keep a player like that from pressing?
I thought his turnovers where he was trying too hard to get guys involved, and where I thought he turned down some shots early. And you know, he's caught in the middle right now where he really is trying to get guys involved and doing some things. And but I mean, you know, we've had so many different lineups we've had to go with throughout the year where we haven't been able to get the rhythm we like to have. But the fact is, he's fine and he's competitive. Wouldn't trade him for anybody because we know how much he cares and his when he's struggling with certain things, his thought process is, I'm going to fix it right now, which sometimes it can compound and work against him, but he's gotten so much better at understanding things now. The shot clock violations, that can't happen. That's not just him, that's everybody. And we talk about that. You know, the bench is talking about the things that and we're talking to them, but I will tell you, every one of those shot clock violations, shots were there to be had before we got to that situation, and some players didn't take it.
All right, Coach, thank you very much.
All right, thank you.